Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Kaepernick's 49ers going up against Carr's Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland. So we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Oakland Raiders. Now on first down, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there, and that'll bring up second down. Well, sometimes we talk running backs, sometimes we talk wide receivers. Walford, the tight end in this unit, very important.
Clive Walford, a terrific player, knows how to work the inside portions of the field, but also can surprise you and get deep.
Carr, and there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
When teams draft a player, they have a big vision about how he fits in, what they expect from him. I'd have to say Amari Cooper's exceeded expectations for the Oakland Raiders. 2 straight years over 1,000 yards. He's going to the Pro Bowl again. He's as good as it gets in terms of young receivers in the NFL.
A product of Alabama, and in the first round of the playoffs, the top target for Houston, DeAndre Hopkins from Clemson. So they might have some words on the field. We'll see.
Yeah, they might talk about it a little bit right there in pregame.
To throw on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. So out come the Raiders. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And some space here.
Oh, good luck with that.
Oh, my goodness. Still shedding tackles. A big run that time by Murray. 48 yards on the ground. So Murray shows off his speed and explosiveness.
Latavius Murray was not a guy that people thought was going to be a big-time producer in the NFL. Boy, was everyone wrong. This is exactly what he does. Often, Latavius Murray knows how to get to the open field and pay it off.
Last year, one of 7 guys to run for 1,000 yards, showing the ability to break off the long one. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Ahmad Brooks came out of the University of Virginia with speed as the #1 part of his game. But since then, he's gotten stronger at the point of attack.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Michael Rivera, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this will wind up being a poor decision to bring it out as he's out of bounds shy of the 20. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Kaepernick now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And here's the headshots for the offense, and Carlos Hyde, a talented back.
Has taken over as the lead runner. A terrific talent. Can batter you inside, but has more speed than what you expect to take it the distance.
So 2nd and 10 here. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
When I watch Khalil Mack play, I just see fury, passion, and incredible athleticism. This guy can flat out play.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down, and caught by Curley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
First down, a run with Hyde. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now, for Murray, only 5 carries in the Raiders' final game of the regular season, and his head coach, Jack Del Rio, to the media afterwards is like, well, he only got 5 carries? I think he wanted him to get a few more, but maybe he'll be well-rested.
I always love it when I hear the head coach do that after a game. I always think to myself, well, just click on the headset and tell the offense coordinator to run him a little bit.
You're the boss.
I mean, you're in charge, right? But I do know this. The flip side now comes into play. He only got the 5 carries in the last regular season game. They don't have an open week, so now he gets a little bit of rest in that game, which should help him in the playoffs when they play next week.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Cap gives to the tailback Hyde. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They run it again with Hyde. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Kaepernick gives to Hyde, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get a hook and let a running back get outside, because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. On 2nd down, Hyde. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. To the right side, caught by Saleh. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4th. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Well, obviously, wild card weekend is upon us, but don't forget about the 4 teams that have this weekend off. When you get to this part of the season, is that a big advantage? Or, I mean, we've seen some wild card teams run the table, so how big of an advantage is that first-round bye?
You're exactly right. We have seen wild card teams take it all the way to the Super Bowl and win it. The Giants have been a prime example of doing that. But every team I know would love to have that open week and be able to prepare for the playoffs. Why? You rest your injured guys, okay? Mentally, you get a little bit of a break. Everyone kind of gets out of the building for a little while. And the one thing that those teams get a chance to do assess what's going on ahead of them. All right, they see how the other team plays, able to get in your game plan, almost like you can make the last move before you play. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. Cooper's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Carr to throw again. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third and long, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Marquette King now to kick it for Oakland. Jeremy Curley is deep to return for the 49ers. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On first down, Kaepernick. It's caught. This is Burbridge. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, here's Kaepernick. They go screen pass to Hyde. Carlos Hyde, see you later. Touchdown, 49ers. Carlos Hyde in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out here in the eye. Handoff comes to Hyde. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Time running out here on the play clock. To throw, Kaepernick. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Carry on the return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Raiders will take possession. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Well, as we sit on the eve of the playoffs, interesting note, first time since 2003 that both Super Bowl teams from the previous year have not made the playoffs. That leads me to this question. Who's the biggest underachieving team of this season?
Well, I would start with Carolina. They went 15-1 last year, and while they were the runner-ups in the Super Bowl, we fully expected them to make a run back towards it this year. I'd say also, if you stick with that, Arizona, trendy preseason pick. They didn't make the playoffs. And Jacksonville was another trendy pick. They didn't make any move towards being a better football team. On the flip side, on the overside, Miami, they made the playoffs. I think Detroit, Tennessee both made great moves. And how about the Dallas?
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Play clock winding down. Kaepernick to throw on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. The play clock's running down. Here's Davis now. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. And that'll be incomplete. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On third and long, it's Kaepernick. And Selleck here, left side. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4. Smith catches left side. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Now, Kaepernick again. To the right side, caught by Selleck. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Time running out here on the play clock. On the counter, this is Hyde. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another pistol look here. First and goal from the 5. They'll run. Hyde. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. From the 4, it's second and goal. They'll give to Hyde. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Carlos Hyde, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Dawson. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Clive Walford. They get 25 yards out of that one. Good enough for an Oakland first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing now is Carr. And his pass incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go.
Carr turns, hands to Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Carr, caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders get a score closer. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
All right, here we go. Wide and
Carr will look to throw, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They come out here in the eye. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And caught by Curley. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll run for it. Hyde. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. 19 yards there on the pickup. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Another tote for the afternoon workhorse. It's Hyde. No gain on the play there. Second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Following the penalty, it's Hyde. There they go. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Kaepernick to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. Smith catches left side. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And back to the ground. Hyde evades the tackler, and now some space. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Back to throw. Kaepernick. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Their big tight end, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now Dawson for the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Carr to throw on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Call it a... And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Wide at the 8. Wide at the 8.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield.
91.
Kaepernick looking to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Kaepernick. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith.